I have watched WWE for a very long time. I can't remember a time I didn't watch WWE, and there's not been many moments where I felt like I was falling out of it, but I would like to talk about a time where I was, and I want to talk about what brought me back into it. At the very end of 2014, with the exception of Dolph Ziggler beating the 3-1 lead on the Authority at Survivor Series 2014, Sting's debut in WWE, I wasn't really feeling the product. Outside of WWE, I wasn't really too much in tune with the indie scene, so whatever is happening on Raw, because I didn't really watch SmackDown at the time, was really all I was getting from wrestling. That is all until December 11th, 2014. I'm bored on my phone, so I decide to open WWE Network, and I see Watch Now NXT TakeOver Our Evolution pre-show. I end up saying, why not? Let me see what NXT is all about, because the last thing I had saw of NXT was that it was really just the NXT game show. What's crazy is the amount of star power on the show today. So let's go back and take a look at who was on this NXT TakeOver Our Evolution card together. See how this show was really kind of shaping the future present day of WWE, and really how important the show was, and let me explain to y'all how it brought me back into wrestling. So the show opens, they pan over the Full Sail crowd, which in my first observation, it was a pretty small crowd, but they did not sound like that. They were energetic to open the show. The NXT chant was really cool and really nostalgic going back and looking at it now. So after the pan over the crowd, it is time for the opening match, and a song plays that I think we are all very familiar with now. Kevin Owens is for the first time making his way into the Full Sail Arena, going down the ramp to make his WWE debut. Kevin Owens before this was known as Kevin Steen on the Indies, and a very big deal that WWE signed him. And his opponent on this debut was CJ Parker, who currently in AEW as Juice Robinson. I'm actually a very big fan of him and the Bullet Club Gold, so shout out to them. And Owens, right after the bell rings, straight up jumps at and attacks CJ Parker, and it starts fast. Kevin Owens hits the running cannonball pretty much to kick off the match. Kevin Owens in his debut even ends up getting busted open. He has a bloody nose, his face is bloody. But however, Kevin Owens defeats CJ Parker with a Papa Powerbomb to win his debut match. But stay tuned, this won't be the last time you see Kevin Owens on this show. Now, the next match isn't too much. It's the Vaudevillains versus the Lucha Dragons for the NXT Tag Championships. Kalisto is really fun to watch in here. It was surprising to see Sin Cara down there. But not too much to say about this. Let's get on to the next match. Up next is a Baron Corbin tune-up match, and it's actually a really fun one, and I know some of y'all might look at me crazy for saying that because a lot of people aren't really big on Baron Corbin. I like Baron Corbin, and I especially like this version of Baron Corbin. We got the Lone Wolf of Baron Corbin taking on Ty Dillinger. And for this version of Baron Corbin, you had to be there. The very early days of the Lone Wolf, where the crowd would start counting as soon as the bell rings, because that's how quick the match would go. It was just fun fan interaction, and the crowd really liked Corbin. And he pretty much just squashed Ty Dillinger here. It was a squash match. But up next, this is where the tone of the night completely switches for me, because up next we got the Ascension taking on Hideo Itami, now known as Kenta, and Finn Balor. But this isn't just Finn Balor, this is the demon Finn Balor. Now think about not really knowing who Finn Balor was, this being your first time tuning into NXT. And they show the pre-match package, and you see Finn Balor. Maybe you don't think too much of him. See the little promo package they put together, why they're in this match. And Finn Balor makes his entrance as the Demon. I was just starstruck. I'm thinking this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. The Demon Finn Balor became one of my favorite wrestlers that night. And if y'all haven't seen this first Demon entrance, go check it out. And when you watch it, just try to detach and act like you've never seen it before and put yourself in those shoes of seeing it. That's the first introduction to Finn Balor himself. I think it was a pretty cool moment. After that, this made me want to go look into him, find out all the stuff about his Prince Devitt days and New Japan, and so all the stuff that he's done now. Finn Balor's special, man. But yeah, this is a pretty good match. Definitely recommend going to check out to watch it, maybe just for the entrance alone. And up next, we got 2 matches left. First one here is Charlotte defending her NXT Women's Championship against the Boss, Sasha Banks. Now, this is a very important match to me as well, because this is my first introduction to the Four Horsewomen of NXT. Charlotte and Sasha, I think, are the 2 best out of the Four Horsewomen. And here they put on a really good match. Great first impressions for both of them. If only at the time I knew what else I was going to see out of these 2 women, because they just never took the foot off the gas for the rest of their careers so far. I do hope one day we do see them in the same ring again, but until then, both women have a good list of matches that can go up against a lot of people. And for me, it starts with this one because this one was just fun. Go back and check this out. Here we have made it to our main event of the show. There is a lot I can say about this. The match is title versus career. Adrian Neville defending his NXT championship against Sami Zayn, trying to right all the wrongs and finally win the championship. The thing I love about WWE's production team is that his promo packages before the matches can always keep a fan who hasn't maybe been paying attention in the loop. I think they are very good at that, and that is one of their strongest suits of the company. Promo package before the match proves that point. Me never seen NXT, not knowing really who these 2 are, and then seeing that promo package, understanding completely why they're having this match and sort of the importance for the show, pretty much proves that point. After the promo package, very familiar music hits. Sami Zayn makes his entrance, and the fans are into him, and you got the Ole chants going. Very interested to see what happens. And then out comes the champion, Adrian Neville, who I didn't really classify him as a heel at the time per se. I just more saw him as doing what it takes to defend the championship, but he's also still Sami's friend. But now the bell rings, and start to finish of this match, all 23 minutes and 18 seconds of this match, or just, I know a lot of fans like to use the word now, it is cinema. This is and forever will be my favorite NXT and NXT TakeOver match. It's really high up there on my favorite matches of all time, and just what an introduction to NXT was for me. I say this a lot about a lot of matches I know, but if you have not seen this one, go check it out. You will not regret it. Throughout this match, Adrian Neville portrays the character where he's Sami's friend, but he knows Sami's not gonna pull the trigger when it's needed, and Neville continuously throughout this match tries to take advantage of it, nearly succeeds many times. It's almost why Sami has an advantage to a main event champion in NXT. And Sami Zayn greatly plays a character where he wants to win it the right way, and that sometimes sabotages himself. He has multiple opportunities to win it in what he thinks is the wrong way, and he almost at the very end tries to take advantage of hitting Neville with the championship, and right when he's about to do it, he puts it down and then nearly costs him his career. But in the end, Sami Zayn is able to do it the right way by sticking to his guns, landing the haluva kick. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn is your new NXT champion. So match is over, confetti is falling, the locker room is cleared, and they're all congratulating Sami Zayn, and I'm thinking this is gonna end very, very good, very happy. But there's something in the back of my mind. The show's not over yet, because celebration goes, then it goes, then it goes, and I'm just thinking this is a very long celebration, and it's just the music playing. Sami Zayn ends up meeting his best friend Kevin Owens in the ring, and it looks like they're walking out together. As they're walking up the ramp, you just kind of know what's gonna happen, but you don't at the same time. Just when you think they're about to end the show, Kevin Owens breaks the NXT Universe's heart, betrays Sami Zayn, and to put the cherry on top, he does an apron powerbomb to Sami Zayn, and that is how the show ends. That made me very intrigued. I had to tune in the next week, and I was hooked on NXT ever since. It's not only the show that got me in NXT, it's kind of the show that kept me into wrestling, because seeing these guys on NXT made me want to see them on the main roster one day, and that kind of just kept me going with the product. But I want y'all to go check it out. Let me know what y'all think of it, and let me know a show wrestler that kept you into wrestling. Doesn't even have to be WWE. It can be AEW, New Japan, anything. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, follow, subscribe, all of that, and of course, be safe and enjoy wrestling.